An upstanding stereotype is that those born into wealthy families are those most selfish with their money. But does this stereotype hold true? Well, I have a theory. If the lighting for whatever reason is all over the place in this video, I apologise. I'm using natural lighting because I have no other source of lighting, and it's a cloudy day and it sucks. But anyways, that shouldn't stop us. Just listen to my voice and we'll pull through this together. Whether you like it or not, money is here to stay. This isn't one of those communist rant videos where I say we should all be equal and money shouldn't exist. Because despite having some views in that world is never going to happen. So there's very little point in talking about it. Instead, I'm going to talk about this money-filled world we have now and what we can do with that money. Well, more what we are expected to do with that money. The people I'm talking about specifically are those with a lot of money. There's a certain stereotype that comes with a lot of people who have a very high balance account. Snobbery. Your Mr. Burns's, your Scrooges. Those with plenty in their pocket, but no real intention of giving any of it away. What I find so interesting is how these people get their money to begin with. There's really two ways you can become rich. You earn it, or you're born into it. In my head, it's always been those born into wealthy families who are more snobby with their money and refuse to give any of it away, while those who started from nothing and worked their way up to earn their riches would be those more entitled to give away their money, because they're the ones who start from the bottom and understand what it will be like to be poor. This, however, isn't always the case. A great example of this is renowned cheekbones on a body Mr. Cumberbatch. Now perhaps if you couldn't tell from his name, Benedict Cumberbatch is from quite a posh, well-off background. Both his parents were actors, and the man even attended Harrow as a student. From all this, you would imagine he'd be quite the snob. But he isn't. There's a great website called The Holoverse, which has lots of essays detailing the political and religious beliefs of lots of celebrities. On their one about Benedict Cumberbatch, they say that he is very much a posh man for the common man, and even says he supports the welfare state. Seriously, why hasn't the Sun used benefits Cumberbatch yet? Why has a man who has all the makings of a snob not a snob? Well, for that, I need to talk about apples. This is you, and here are your parents. The one thing you want most in the world is a beautiful orchid of apple trees, but alas, your parents have no apple trees to give you. So you find some land, plant your saplings and tend to them every day, and eventually a beautiful orchid of apple trees is yours to enjoy. Later on, while you are out walking around your orchid, another person appears and says, "These are some wonderful apples you got here. You know, there are a lot of people in the world who don't have as many apples as you. How about you give me some of your apples to give to them?" And now you have a decision to make. Yeah, sure, give them some apples. You have more than enough for yourself anyway, and there are people with no apples who would really need them more than you. Just think how good you would feel knowing your apples going to someone who needs them more than you. But then, why should you be giving away your apples that you worked hard to grow to other people? It's not your problem they don't have any apples. They had the same chance as you to work hard for an orchid, but they were too lazy. Besides, if you gave them your apple, they'll probably just waste them away anyway. Now, imagine if you were born to a family who already have a huge orchard of apple trees. The same 2 points apply. Yeah, of course I have enough apples to go around. Or no, it's my apples, it's not my problem they don't have any. What I'm trying to explain is the way you obtain your apples does not in any way dictate what you do with your apples. So what does then? You do. You control your apples. And by now I'm sure you understand what I mean when I say apples. How wealthy people gain their wealth in no way dictates the kind of person they are. You have the aforementioned Benedict Cumberbatch, who was born into wealth but strongly believes in sharing the wealth. And you have people who don't believe in sharing the wealth, whether they were born into it or earned it for themselves. I'm not going to tell you what one I believe in, or what one's wrong, or what one's right. I just want you to remember that not every snob is a snob, and not every common man is for the common man. That's all from me. But what about you guys? Do you agree with everything I said? Who are some other great examples of people who should be snobs but aren't? Or vice versa? Or any other combination of the way people earn their money as opposed to the way people use it? Leave all your answers down below. This channel is just as much yours as it is mine. If you enjoyed the video, then leave it a like, and you know what, maybe even give it a share. Also, were my cartoons that bad? That's something I'm playing around with. I want to know what you guys think. I know my drawings aren't the best, but did they give you a vague idea of what was going on? Could you follow it all? Tell me, I want to know. And if you want to see more from me and my face and all my weird videos, actually they're not that weird, and my weird lighting quality that keeps going up and down, I'll sort out at some point. And also I'm wearing different glasses today because lens flare. Ooh. subscribe. God, these final bits are really getting more and more impromptu. But anyway, that's all for today, Endonauts. But always remember to stay open. Thank you.